pace. Hey, you're adorable, be so beautiful, see you're a cutie for the child. D, you're a darling, and E, you're exciting, and F, you're a favorite mine. Oh, G, you're so good to me, H, you're so heavenly, I, you're the one I like. J, well, I'm Jack and Jill, K, you're so kissable, L is the red one in your eyes. F-A-O-P, love the one all day. Q-R-S-T, alphabetically speaking, you're okay, oh, you make my life beat. It means you're very sweet, W-X-Y-Z. It's fun to walk through the alphabet with you, to tell you what you mean to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, adorable, B, you're so beautiful, C, you're a cutie for the child. D, you're a darling, and E, you're exciting, and F, you're a favorite mine. O, G, you're so good to me, H, you're so heavenly, I, you're the one I like. J, well, I'm Jack and Jill, K, you're so kissable, L is the love that in your eyes. N-O-P, I can go on there. Q-R-S-T, alphabetically speaking, you're okay, oh, you make my life complete. It means you're very sweet, W-X-Y-Z. It's fun to wander through the alphabet with you, to tell you what you mean to me. To tell you what you mean to me. To tell you what you mean to me.
Breaking news from 1936. A seafaring drama with a rebellious twist has been named Best Picture in the 8th Academy Awards of Merit at Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles on March 5th. Like the Broadway Melody and Grand Hotel before it, Mutiny on the Bounty only won in one category, despite being nominated in 8 categories, including Best Actor nods for Clark Gable and Charles Lawton, and Best Musical Scoring. This Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer drama, based on the Charles Nordhoff and James Norman Hall novel, tells of the 18th century mutiny which saw Fletcher Christian Gable and his crew seize the Bounty from the control of Captain William Bligh, Lawton. The event, which took place during the 1787 voyage in the Pacific Ocean, has gone down in history as one of the great sea crimes in the British naval tradition. The film, directed by Frank Lloyd, is shaping up as one of MGM's biggest hits of the 1930s. Mutiny on the Bounty has received universal praise, including Andre Sennwald of the New York Times, who wrote grim, brutal, sturdily romantic, made out of horror and desperate courage. Dramatic, it is a savagely exciting and rousingly dramatic photoplay that has come out of Hollywood in recent years. One of the interesting tidbits which came out in the night was that Clark Gable had to reluctantly lose his trademark moustache, as royal personnel and officers in that era had to be clean shaven. Also, for the first time, guests have been heard referring to the Ward statue as Oscar. We are not sure where the term of endearment comes from, but we have to wait and see if it'll stick. Breaking news continues in 1936. We continue with a report from the 1936 Berlin Olympics, with news that restricted audiences within the Games Village, as well as some selected areas, have been able to watch some events on a new visual medium. The use of broadcasting transmissions to 24 receivers located at Berlin, Leipzig and Potsdam, and the Games Village is seen as quite a coup for Germany's ruling Nazi party. So, will what's known as closed-circuit television become the norm at the Olympics and a major world events? Our roving reporter John Huckleberry caught up with futuristic writer Professor Wilton Trenchbowl, whose new bestseller is Life in 1950 and Beyond. So, is this the future, Professor?
No, I don't think it is, John.
Why not? It seems to have all sorts of potential.
Yes, but if you've got to be practical. We are just coming out of a depression. A house costs on average $4,100, a new Ford around $750, and they only made around $4,200 last year. A man on the average wage of around $12 to $15 a week isn't going to spend hundreds of dollars on a television receiver when he's got radio and a motion picture ticket that only costs a few cents.
So there you have it from the experts. Television, no go anytime soon. The Radioplay Hour, presented by the Drama Merchant, brings you great personalities as they take part in this retro audio storytelling presentation, brought to you by the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, the beauty soap of the stars. The cast tonight present a play that has broke box office records from coast to coast, The Thin Man.
We're at a fashionable cafe in New York City. It's Christmas Eve and the well-appointed dining room is filling rapidly. From the bar comes a good-looking young fellow about 35. Tall, casual, worldly wise, he's Nick Charles, a well-known private detective. And he's waiting for his charming wife, Nora. As he takes his place at the table, a young girl on the other side of the room recognizes him and hurries over.
Aren't you Mr. Nick Charles, the detective?
I am, yes, Nick Charles.
I thought I recognized you. My name is Dorothy Wynant.
Oh, yes? How do you do?
Do you mind if I sit with you a while?
No, but I expect my wife in a few minutes, if you don't mind explaining your appearance to her.
Of course. That's my fiancé over there at the other table.
Oh, well, that makes everything all right, doesn't it? Please sit down.
Thank you.
Sorry, what's your name?
Dorothy Wynant. I'm Clyde Wynant's daughter.
Clyde Wynant. Oh, yes, your father was having some trouble with one of his inventions a few years ago, and I am the case for it.
Yes, I know. That's why I need to speak with you now.
Well, I'm not practicing anymore, Miss Wynant. You see, I'm retired.
Please, Mr. Charles, I need you.
Oh? What seems to be the trouble?
It's Dad. He went away about 3 months ago, and I haven't heard from him. Not a word. I'm worried sick.
Oh, I wouldn't if I were you. After all, he's an inventor. When he gets an idea he wants to work on, it's only natural he should hide somewhere. He's done it before.
Yes, but never for 3 months.
Have you seen him before he left?
No, Mr. Macaulay was the only one he spoke to. Well, Macaulay and Julia Wolfe. She's Dad's secretary.
Julia Wolfe. Oh, yes, I believe I've met her. And Macaulay is your father's lawyer, isn't he?
Yes.
His lawyer and his secretary both speak to him before he leaves. No one knows where he went.
He wouldn't tell them.
What about your mother? Did you want to tell her on?
No, and Mother and Dad, well, haven't seen each other for some time.
Oh, I see. Well, I don't know just what I can do for you. Why don't you speak to Macaulay? Maybe heard from your father and forgot to let you know.
Well, I'll call him now.
That's a go. Let me know how it turns out, will you?
Of course. I'll be back in a few minutes.
I'll be here.
Hey, madam, you can't bring that dog in here. Dogs ain't allowed in. I'm so sorry.
I'll get him. Asta, come here, boy. Here.
Madam,
Down, boy.
it isn't only your dog. If we allowed everybody...
Oh, here you are, Nicky.
Asta, quiet, boy, quiet. Come on, Nora. I'm here with the dog.
I didn't move the dog. He brought me in. Where's Rowan's mother?
Madam, I'm afraid you have to take the dog outside.
It's all right, Joe. It's my dog. And it's my wife.
You haven't mentioned me first.
But, Mr. Charles, are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. He's well trained. He'll behave himself.
I know. It might bite someone.
No, only me, Joe. He only bites me.
Yes, very fussy when he eats.
Go ahead, Joe. I'll be responsible for him.
All right, very well, if that's what you say, sir.
There you are, my dear. Did what an influential husband you have?
Well, you have a certain standing with partner. Oh, Mr. Charles.
Oh, yes, Dorothy.
May I present you my fiancé, Andy Reid, Mr. Charles.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
Any luck, Dorothy?
Yes, he's just around the corner.
Your father?
Oh, no, Mr. Macaulay.
We're going to see him now.
Oh, fine.
Me?
Oh, yes, my dear? Oh, I beg your pardon. Miss Wynett, Mr. Reid, my wife.
How do you do? How do you do? I'm sorry, we have to rush. But you'll excuse us, Mr. Charles. Of course.
We're staying at the Normandy for a couple of weeks. Why don't you drop around?
Thanks, we will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, Mrs. Charles.
Goodbye. Pretty girl.
If you like blondes.
Butterfly?
Only you, darling. Lanky brunettes with wicked jaws.
So who is she?
I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell you. Dorothy is really my daughter. You see, it was spring in Venice and I was so young. I didn't know what I was doing. We're all like that on my father's side.
Oh, by the way, how's your father's side?
Much better, thanks.
So who is she?
Dorothy Wynett, daughter of Clyde Wynett. I was working on the case of her father. Summed up one in the killing.
Charming. What's about her now?
Wynett's disappeared. Dorothy's afraid something happened to him.
Has anything happened?
My darling, why can't I know? Funny though, the secretary of his ought to know something.
Secretary? How do you do? Who is she?
Julia Wolfe. Smart girl, Julia. Always suspected she had some kind of hold on Wynett. That's why he kept her on.
Maybe you ought to give her a call.
What for?
I don't know, just say hello.
Maybe.
Well, look at her.
No. No, I've got one. I'll be right back. Hello? I want Skylar 40962. No, Skylar. That's right. 40962.
Hello? Yes? Julia Wolfe speaking. Who? Oh, well, hello, Mr. Charles. Yes. Well, what was it you wanted to? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't. He didn't tell me. Not a word. I'm sorry. That's all right. Goodbye. Morelli?
I'm a coming. Well, who was that?
Dick Charles.
The detective.
He wanted to know where Wynand is.
Oh, yeah? Why?
He didn't say.
Did anyone see Wynett come here that night? The night you and him had a scrap?
I don't know.
Oh, no? Well, I guess I'll scram.
Oh, wait a minute, Morelli. Where you go?
Oh, taking a little stroll, that's all. If Nick Charles is gonna pop around here, I want to be far away when he does.
Oh, don't be a fool, Morelli.
Fool, huh? Hey, listen, sister, I got a record, and I ain't itching to come face to face with no dick.
Oh, sit down, Morelli. You need money, don't you?
Sure. What about it? You got some.
Plenty. I'm Wynand's secretary.
Oh, yeah? What do you mean by that?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Your friends here serve nice dinner.
They're alright.
Oh, you're still gonna tell me what Julia Wolfe had to say?
Nothing. She didn't know where he was, that's all. Finished?
Finish.
Let's get out. We'll grab a cab and get back up to the hotel.
How many martinis have you had?
6 martinis.
Waiter, 6 martinis. You're not having anything on me. Oh, what evening?
The last martini.
Oh.
him what he wants.
Is it the one for you?
Yes.
Maybe he's got news.
Well, he ought to. Say you're worrying an awful lot about this business? Forget about it.
I'll get it.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, I was wondering.
I'm Mrs. Charles. Come in, Miss Macaulay.
Hello, Macaulay.
Hello, Charles. How are you?
Fine. Sit down.
Thanks. Dorothy told me you were here. I took the liberty of coming to see you.
Of course.
So, Charles, what's Mimi been up to?
Huh? Oh, Dorothy's mother. Does she have to be up to something?
She usually is, trying one way or another to get money out of Wynant. I wanted to find out if you were sleuthing for her.
I haven't been a detective for 4 years.
You don't say.
No, my wife's father died and left her a lumber mill and a narrow gauge railroad and a couple of other things, and I'm looking after them for her.
I see.
What's all the fuss about? Is Wynant in hiding?
You know about as much about it as I do. I haven't seen him for 3 months. He sends word for Julie Wolfe when he wants money. I give it to her, and she gives it to him.
Mine. Hello? Oh, yeah, just a moment. Just for you, Mr. Macaulay, your office.
Oh, thank you. Hello? What? He is? Well, where is he? Very well. Well, he's back in town.
Mr. Warner?
Yes, thank heaven. He's waiting for me now. Well, I've got to be off. It's no joke working for a man like that. Goodbye, Mrs. Charles. Goodbye, Charles.
So long.
Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Almost Christmas, darling.
If that's a hint, you can drop it. You get your president presents in not a minute before.
Jeez. Oh, you know, Nick, I've been thinking. It's funny the way one pops up all of a sudden.
Yes, wasn't it?
You think there's anything behind it?
Why should there be?
I don't know. Just strikes me as funny, that's all. Oh, you're nearer than I am, darling.
Hello? Speaking. Oh, hello, Dorothy. What? When? Oh, I see. Well, yes, of course I'll be there.
What is it, darling? Darling, what is it?
Julia Wolfe has just been murdered.
You've been listening to The Thin Man on the Radioplay Hour. Before we go on with the story of Nick and Nora, we ought to take you on a quick tour of Hollywood.
The lobby of the Hotel Roosevelt, where stars and newcomers gather. A young actress just breaking into pictures is telling her friend of her success.
Oh, Laura, here's one thing. I've got one of the best managers in Hollywood, and that means a lot. But all the rules he's laid out for me.
Jean, what do you mean by rules?
Well, you'd think I was going into training for the Olympics. I've got to lose 5 pounds, and I've got to take lessons in singing and diction, and of course my complexion has got to be perfect. I've got to be more careful than ever not to get little blemishes or large pores, or something they call cosmetic skin. Thank goodness I use Lux regularly, the way everyone around here does.
Oh, 9 out of 10 beautiful Hollywood spring stars use Lux toilet soap, and have for years. Here's what the famous Claudette Colbert had to say. When I tell people how simple my complexion care is, they always seem surprised. I use cosmetics, of course, but I always use Lux toilet soap. Guards against cosmetic skin. It's easy to keep my skin lovely, my way.
And now, on with the show of The Thin Man.
Before we do, some music. Has gone by since Nick heard about the murder of Julia Wolfe in the living room of their suite at the hotel. Nick and Laura are listening to the radio. A news reporter is broadcasting the latest developments in the case.
And here's the latest news in the Julia Wolfe murder. The police have found out that the beautiful blonde secretary was a gangster's girl and is spreading the dragnet for one Joe Morelli and who will be hiding out somewhere in the city. Meanwhile, in Paris today, the Chamber of Deputies...
Never mind, the Chamber of Deputies. John Morelli, that's what I want to know about. Well, did you get any more information about headquarters?
As much as they had. Julia Wolfe was shot and killed about 9 or 9:30. Body discovered on the floor of the living room around 11.
Who discovered it?
That will surprise you. Mimi Wynant.
Dorothy's father?
Yeah.
What was she doing there?
I don't know.
Where's Flat Wynant?
Still missing.
Missing? Right. I thought I was going to see him. They had an appointment.
I spoke to Macaulay. Wynant never showed up. Nobody knows where he is.
It's going to be pretty tough on Dorothy, isn't it?
Why?
I don't know. It barely nearly looks as if Flat Wynant skipped one appointment to give another. With Julia Wolfe.
You think he killed her?
Just a guess. Anyway, it sounds like an interesting case. Wouldn't you like to take it, darling?
I haven't the time. I'm much too busy seeing you don't lose any of the money I married you for.
It sounds like a good case. Girl is seriously murdered. They haven't found any clues yet. No gun, no fingerprints.
Wonder if the... I don't want to hear anything about it.
Isn't that my drink?
What are you drinking?
Rye?
Yeah, that's yours. That's Dorothy. She said you wanted to see me. Well, come in, Dorothy.
Thank you. Is anyone else here?
Just Nora. Have a seat.
Hello, Dorothy.
I'm sorry for breaking in on you like this.
That's alright. We're used to it.
Anything wrong?
Just, Julia Wolfe is dead.
Yes, we know that.
And here's the gun she was shot with.
What are you trying to tell me? That you did it?
Yes. She kept me from seeing my father. And I went down there to ask where he was. She wouldn't tell me, so I shot her.
Where did you hit her?
Why, in the heart.
Pretty good shot you are. What did she do?
She fell down.
Did she make any sound? Didn't scream?
I don't know.
Which way did she fall?
She fell over backwards.
Oh yeah. People fall towards a shot, you know, not back from it. I knew you were lying. Come on now, straighten up. Where did you get this gun?
I bought it in a pawn shop.
I thought so. Why did you say you did it? Whom were you trying to shield?
Oh, please don't ask me.
You've got to tell me.
Nick, honey, let me handle this. Dorothy, look at me. Nick is trying to help you, okay? Why won't you help him? You were trying to shield your mother, weren't you?
No.
Your father then? Dorothy?
Yes, my father.
So, why do you think he did it?
Mother was the one who found Julia Wolf. She found something in Julia's hand and she took it.
What was it?
A watch chain. It belonged to my father.
So you think your father did it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Did your mother turn the chain over to the police?
No, she kept it. She didn't tell them about it.
But she showed it to you.
Yes.
Why did your mother go to Julia Wolf's apartment in the first place?
She went to ask for money.
Oh, money again, huh? Yes? Oh, have them come up, please.
David.
Dorothy, I wonder if you wouldn't mind waiting in the bedroom.
Oh, of course.
It'll only be a minute.
Well, Nick,
It's Mimi Wynant.
alone.
She's never alone. Dorothy's brother's with her. Screwy college kid, and some guy by the name of Chris Jordanson.
Jorgensen. Who is he?
McCauley told me about him. Hang her on tight. I think he's up and in, so
He hasn't it.
maybe that's why she wanted to get some from Julia. I'll get it. Hello.
Nick, how are you?
Fine. Come in, Mimi.
Thank you. This is my son, Gilbert.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
And this is Chris Jorgensen. He's an old friend of mine.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Sit down. Sit down. My wife,
How do you do?
Mrs. Wynant, Gilbert Wynant, and Mr. Jordanson.
How do you do?
Well, Mimi,
Oh, Nick, I've been in such a state in my life. You know, of course, that I was the one who found Julia Wolf.
So we've heard.
Oh, my dear. It was terrible. I walked in and there she was, lying on the floor.
But, Mummy, I meant to ask you, was it love?
Oh, Gilbert, don't be so morbid.
But I'm interested in murder, Mummy. You know, Mr. Charles, I formed a theory about this one.
that's so.
Yes, in my opinion, the man who did it...
Gilbert, be quiet. You don't know anything about it.
No, but Mom...
Be quiet.
You were saying, Mrs. Wynant?
Oh, about finding Julia Wolf. Well, I'm simply petrified. And such a mystery. Clyde Wynant's crazy. Absolutely crazy to stay away at a time like this. No wonder the police think he's something to do with it.
What do you think?
Oh! I know he didn't, but I wish I could find him. I have something very important to tell him. McCall won't help at all. He thinks I just want money.
What have you?
Oh, Nick, you're always teasing.
Mrs. Wynant, were you alone when you found Julia Wolf?
Why, of course I was.
Wasn't Mr. Jorgensen with you?
Certainly not. I don't know anything about it. The first word I had that Julia Wolf was dead was when Mrs. Wynant called me at my club.
Oh, so she called you.
Yes.
Why?
I beg your pardon. No, let's not even talk about it. The thing to do is to find Clyde. That's why I've come for you. You will help me find Clyde, won't you?
I'm afraid I can't, Mimi.
Oh, Nick, please.
Now, Mimi, there are 1,000 detectives in New York. Find one of them.
But he knows you. All you have to do is get in touch with him and tell him that me says everything is all right, but that I've got to see him.
I tell you again, I don't want any part of it.
Is that final?
Fine.
Well, if that's the way you feel.
You'll turn up. You just help all you can. Give the police every... Oh, nothing in particular.
Oh, well, you will say good night.
Good night. Sorry I couldn't help you, Mimi.
Hello? Is this the Normandy Hotel? I want to speak to Mr. Charles. Yeah, Nick Charles. Hello, Mr. Charles? Say, I'm sorry I woke you up, but Mr. Charles, I'd like to lay a little proposition for you. What? No, it's about the murder of Julia Wolf. Well, what's the difference of who I am? Wait a minute, alright? Wait a minute, don't hang up. I'll tell you who I am, but you gotta keep it under your hat. I'm Alan Nunheim. Yeah, Nunheim. Now listen, I know who murdered Julia Wolf, see? Sure I do. And I'll spit it to you for $5 grand. I'll tell you how I know. Because I was outside her apartment when she was shot. And I saw the one who did it. And I'll spit it to you. When hey, wait a minute. Hey, I can't talk now. I'll call you again later.
Hello? Hello? Hello, you still there? Hello? Oh, bother.
Now what, darling?
I don't know, some crank, I guess. He hung up. Now, you better get to bed, get some sleep.
Nick! Are you asleep?
Yes,
Good, I've got to talk to you.
that's Julie.
Do you think you'd like to get back to the texting once in a while? Just for the fun of it?
When you get to sleep,
No?
maybe a drink would help you.
No, thank you.
Maybe it would have bought you.
Everybody said you were a great detective.
They were kidding you.
I'd like to see your work.
Tomorrow I'll buy you a whole lot of detective stories.
No, not for a girl. She's got an awful spot.
There's nothing I can do to help her.
She thinks you can. It wouldn't hurt you to find out if you could, would it?
Darling, my guess is that one killed Julia and Dolphy knows it. And the police will catch him without it, I help.
I think I would like that dream after all. Hey, I'll give you your Christmas present now if you leave me mine. Deal?
At breakfast.
But it's Christmas now.
Breakfast.
What are you gonna give me? I hope I don't like it anyways.
You have to keep them anyway. The man at the aquarium said that he wanted to take them back. Oh, please put out the light, I'm tired.
All right, but I'm mad at you. Nick, did you hear it all? Shut up, Asta. Nick is trying to sleep. Nick! Get the door!
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Nick. I'll do it myself. Well,
Mr. Charles here.
yes.
I gotta talk to him right away.
What about?
What's going on? What's going on?
There's someone to see you here, Nick.
That's great. I was afraid I'd have to go to sleep. Come in. Yeah.
How about a chair?
Stay where you are, both of you. I got you covered, so don't move.
A stick-up!
No, it ain't a stick-up. I gotta talk to you, Mr. Charles. I want you to tell me something. I want you to give it to me straight. You get me? Do you mind putting that gun away? My wife doesn't care, but I'm in a delicate condition. Thank you. Alright, shoot. I mean, what's on your mind? You don't need to tell me your tough. I heard about you. I'm Joe Moretti. I've never heard about you. I didn't knock Julia off. Alright? You didn't. I haven't seen her in 3 months. We were all washed up. Why tell me? I wouldn't have any reason to hurt her. She was always on the up and up with me. But that dirty little Nunheim. He got sore because I clicked with her and he didn't. So he put the finger on me. That's all swallowing. You're peddling your fish in the wrong market. I've got nothing to do with it. Listen, Studsy Burke told me you used to be okay. That's why I'm here. How is Studsy? I didn't know he was out of the stir. He's alright. He'd like to see you, but listen, what's the law doing to me? Did I think I did it, or is it just something else to pin on me? I'll tell you if I knew, but I'm not in this. Ask the police. That'd be very smart. That'd be the smartest thing I ever did. Me and that police captain's been in a hospital 3 weeks on account of we had an argument. The boys would like to have me come in and ask questions. They'd like it right down to the end of their blackjacks. Now, I come to you on the level. Studsy says you're on the level. Be on the level. I am on the level. If I knew anything, I'd... What's that? I don't know. This is your party.
Open up, police.
The police? You dirty two-timer.
Nick, look out!
I'll take that gun.
Thanks, officer. You almost had me.
Get some water, Sergeant.
Nora? Nora, are you alright, Nora?
I'm Inspector Gill of the Homicide Bureau.
You're in a good place, Inspector.
Who's the woman on the floor?
My wife.
This guy shoot her?
No, he tried to shoot me. I slapped her on the jaw to get her out the lineup, but I guess I hit her too hard. Nora? Look at me, Nora. Are you alright, darling?
You darn fool! I think you had to knock me out. I knew you'd take him, but I wanted to see you do it.
She's alright.
Here's a girl with hair on her chest. Okay, Slattery, take Morelli downstairs.
Don't push! Come on! I said don't push! How did you people happen to pop in?
We hear this is getting to a sort of meeting place for the Weiner family, so we figured we'd stick around in case the old man shows up. Then we see Morelli sneak in and we decide, come on, pretty lucky for you, eh?
Yes, I might not have been shot.
Morelli, a friend of yours?
I never saw him before.
What do you want?
Want to tell me you didn't kill Julie Wolf?
What's that to you?
Nothing.
What do you think it was to you?
Ask him, I don't know.
I'm asking you.
Keep on asking.
Oh, so you're keeping mum, eh? All right, Mr. Charles, I won't bother you tonight. But I'll be in tomorrow. I'm planning to ask you then. Good night.
Thank you, Inspector Gill. Next time you come, try to stay longer.
Where's Asta? 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 You're a fine watchdog.
He's got more sense than you have. Thank heaven you're not in it.
On it. I'm in it. They think I did it.
Well, didn't you?
Come here, you.
Nick, wake up! It's Christmas!
Oh, yeah.
Look, here's a telegram for you. It just came.
Open it, will you? Probably a touch from somebody.
Nick,
What is it?
it's from Clyde Wyman. Listen. Will you take charge of investigation of Julia Wolf murder? Communicate with Herbert McCauley. Clyde Wyman.
What's it from?
Philadelphia. Dyke didn't do it, did he, Nicky?
I don't know. Communicate with McCauley, huh? Alright, we'll ask him up here this morning. There you are, McCauley. What do you think?
So he wants you to handle the case, huh? Well, what are the chances of getting you to do what he wants?
Slim.
Oh, Nick, please.
Quiet, dear.
I do wish you would, Mr. Charles. Would it help any if I could persuade him to meet you?
It might.
I got word from Wynant myself last night. He gave me a code message to insert in the Times, just in case I wanted to get in touch with him.
Wouldn't hurt to put it in.
I'm sure you could clear this up. He should appear, you know. It doesn't look good. He's staying away at a time like this.
Yes? Oh, yeah, just a minute. It's for you, Mr. McCauley, Police Department.
Police department?
Yes.
Hello? Where? In Allentown? When is the next train? Right, I'll get on that.
Well,
Wynant's tried to commit suicide. They want me to come down and identify him. I guess this changes the whole story, doesn't it? That looks like an admission of guilt. And I had such hopes. I thought if you got on the case, you'd be able to clear him. I thought that Mimi, the way that she'd acted... Well, it's no use thinking of it now. I'm so sorry to have wasted so much of your time. You'll excuse me, won't you?
of course.
Goodbye.
But
Well, that's that.
what's the matter with you?
Well, the mystery's all gone. And I wanted you to find out who did it.
Maybe I will.
But why not?
I don't believe he did it.
Why don't you?
No reason. Just a hunch. But I'm gonna find out. Come on, Watson. We're going places. want to talk to Inspector Guild.
Man to man, Mr. Charles. Are you working this case?
Man to man, I'm not.
But he is interested.
I don't mind telling you, I'd rather have you working with us than against us.
So would I.
It's a bargain. Anything you want to know?
What about the suicide?
Oh, that's a phony. Then you can go down and see him.
I thought so. But now on, they're going to think that every thin man over 6 feet with white hair is Wynette.
Do you think that Wynette did it, Inspector Gill?
Looks like he planned something. He shut up his apartment and his shop. But there's nothing yet to clinch it.
If he'll get you 100 that he didn't do it.
Who's your candidate?
I haven't got that far yet. And I don't think everything points to Wynette. What about the alibis?
Oh, they're all okay. Mrs. Wynette, the body, the boy, Dorothy, Macaulay, and even Morelli. We had to let him go.
What about Jorgensen?
I'll check on that. I'm afraid he's kind of dull for you, Mrs. Charles.
Doll? I'm sitting on the edge of my chair.
Frankly, I'm stumped. I don't know what to do next. What about you, Charles?
Me? No, but I've got a hunch.
He has a hunch.
What is it?
I got a call last night. I thought it was from a crank, but I changed my mind. Whoever he was knew something. Now I've got a feeling I'll hear from him again. What time is it?
Almost 10. So where did you hear from that crime?
And how? Here, give me that quick. Hello? Yes, this is Nick Charles. Who? Can't hear you. I said, I can't hear you. You have to speak louder.
I can't speak louder. This is our Mannheim. Again. You know, I called you last night. Listen, are you still interested in that proposition? You are? Alright then. Now, here's the dope. And get this straight. The man who killed Julia Wolf was... Oh, you shot me!
Killed before getting through the Julia Wolf murder case. Swollen, I'm married.
What's this, Skill? You think Wynette killed Julia Wolf in Nunheim?
Right.
Why?
2 reasons. First off, Jimmy White came across with a watershed she plucked off Julia's body.
Well, she did, huh?
It belonged to Clive White.
Yes. What's the second reason?
A pip. The bullet that killed Nunheim came from the same gun.
Well, that's alright, Inspector.
Just all right. It's perfect. Clive White was guilty of both these murders.
Maybe.
What?
If you'll still get your 100. I said Wynette's innocent.
You can say what you want, but I sprayed the dragnet for a guy over every town in the United States. Now I'll get him too. Calling all cars, cover all roads out of the city, pick up tall, thin man with white hair, last seen wearing dark black suit. Calling all cars, calling all cars.
You think I'll find him, Nick? He must be in New York.
Probably is.
It's getting me down.
Yeah?
I must have borrowed it today.
What?
She's broken up her engagement.
What for?
Don't ask me. She was a little hysterical though. Something about not wanting to ruin her fiance's life. You know, daughter of a murderer and all that.
Poor kid. Well, see you later, darling.
Huh? Where do you think I'm going?
I'm going to take Asta for a walk.
No. Asta just been for a walk.
We're going sightseeing, aren't we, Asta?
No. What are you up to?
I've got a hunch. I'm going down and look at Wynette's shop. I want to find out why it's closed.
Why shouldn't it be closed? He went away.
He went away lots of times when I knew him. He never closed his shop.
You mean
I've got a hunch something is up.
he might be hiding in there?
I don't know. This thing has got my goat. I've got to find out.
Nick, how would have you going down there?
Say, you're the one who got me in this?
Yeah, I know, but this is different, darling. He's a crazy man. He might kill you.
I'll be alright. I've got Asta to protect me.
Go on, see if I care. But it's a dirty trick bringing me all the way to New York just to become a widow.
You wouldn't be a widow long.
You bet I wouldn't.
Not with all your money?
You don't.
Goodbye, darling.
Nicky, take care of yourself, won't you?
Sure I will.
Don't say it that way. Say it as if you mean it.
Why? Only the little woman cares.
I don't care. I'm just used to you, that's all.
Sure. So long, darling. Come on, Asta.
Goodbye. Don't call me darling, please. I'll be waiting here to hear from you. Asa, if you let anything happen to him, you never wag that tail again.
I'm living in the kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king. But foolish though this may seem to me, you're everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. The very thought of you, just the thought of you, my love. Very thought of you, and I forget to do those little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king. And foolish though this may seem to me, you're everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm here to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. The very thought of you, just the thought of you, my love.
Breaking news in 1936. The convicted killer of aviator pioneer Charles A. Lindbergh's toddler son has finally faced his final curtain on April 3rd at New Jersey State Prison. Bruce Richard Hupman, the man behind what was known as the crime of the century, continued to proclaim his innocence as he was led to his execution in the electric chair. The German-born carpenter was convicted of the abduction and murder of the 20-month-old son of Charles Lindbergh and his wife Anne Moreau Lindbergh 2 years ago. On the evening of March 1st, 1932, Charles Lindbergh Jr. was kidnapped from his New Jersey home, and later a ransom note for $50,000 was delivered to the house. The money was duly paid before a grisly discovery was made. Later, the infant's body was found in the woods, just a few miles from the family home. But it was one of the ransom notes, a $10 bill, which led the police to Hupman. Evidence against Hupman included the $14,600 ransom money found in his garage, testimony alleging handwriting and spelling similarities to that found on the ransom note, and testimony that lumber used in the construction of a ladder believed was similar to that found in the defendant's house. Experts retained by the feds were never called to testify. During his trial, Huckman continued to proclaim his innocence, and as he faced the electric chair, told his spiritual advisor, "I am totally innocent of the crimes with which I am charged." Huckman's widow Anna had the body cremated. 2 Lutheran pastors conducted a private memorial service in German as a crowd of some 2,000 gathered outside. Despite Huckman's protesting his innocence, the convicted murderer is widely regarded as the most hated man in America.
We now continue with the thin man. Nick is on his way to Clyde Winer's deserted laboratory in a dark and desolate section of the city. His cab veers sharply around the corner and pulls up in front of the gloomy old rickety building.
Say, mister, are you sure this is the place you want?
Looks like it. Come on, Austin. How much do I owe you?
$1.20. You don't want me to wait, do you?
No, thanks.
Oh, that's good. You know, this ain't no neighborhood to be in at 2 o'clock in the morning. I want to get out of here.
There you are.
Thanks, well, good luck.
Come on, Austin. Come on.
Hello.
Nora, what are you doing here?
I picked it down. I want to go with you, Nick.
Now listen.
No, you're not going in that place alone, and that settles it. Now, get out that skeleton key of yours and open the door. I'm here to stay.
All right, come on.
Nice neighborhood. Winans speaks out from his laboratory. I could almost hear the chains rattling. You believe in ghosts, Nicky?
There we are. Come in. Be quiet.
Nick, it's awfully dark in here.
I'll get a flashlight on as soon as we close the door. Asa, shut up. Go on, Nora.
Which way?
Straight ahead. We've got to get the layout of the place.
Looks awfully big to me. You can't even see into the corners.
Don't let the shadows frighten you.
Who's frightened?
Hold it.
What's the matter?
Looks like one is worth taking.
Myrna was laughing no more.
Look, Nick, there's a 7th floor all around.
Come on.
Where'd you now?
There's an old desk up along the wall. I want to take a look at it.
What do you expect to find?
Darling, if I knew what I'd find, I wouldn't be...
Nick!
Shh.
What is it, Nick?
Just a little sport, I guess.
It sounds like somebody's walking over that way.
No, just your imagination. There's no one here but us.
No? What about Myrna? His kids worship. Why wouldn't he be hiding out here?
What's that?
It's Asta. He's pressing on the cement around the work table. Come here. Asta, stop it. Stop it. Did you hear what I said, Asta?
Nick, look at him. He's under something. I've seen him scratch the ground like that when he was looking for it.
Asta. Asta. No. No, look. Look at this. New cement. Listen.
Nick!
It's hollow. I wonder if I can find something to dig it up.
There's an iron wire on the table. I just saw it.
Ah, good. Now, if I can just dig a hole in that cement and find out what's under there.
Oh, Nick! I'm scared.
Shh, now stay quiet. I'm trying to keep him away, Nora.
Baby, come here.
Once more. There she goes. Through the cement. So get away from there. Get away.
Nick, what is it? What is he? What is he after?
We must get Inspector Gill here.
What's under there?
The body must have been there for weeks.
Oh, Nick!
Wait a minute, you reporters. Now, I'll get you a story as soon as I can. You've got to believe me. Until then, I'm going to leave us alone. Come on, get out. Those reporters are enough to drive a guy nuts. Well, you were right, Nick. It was a body, a skeleton rather, buried in lime. I wonder what one had against this one.
Did you find any clothes?
Yeah, but no identification on it. Just a silver belt buckle with the initials DWR.
DWR? Who was that?
I got an idea. That case you worked on. The guy who threatened to kill one. What was his name?
Roseberry?
Yeah, Roseberry. He said one wanted to steal his invention.
Yes, but he figured it was just blackmail.
Just the same. One wouldn't mind having him out of the way, would he? And according to the doc, the body's been there for at least a couple of months.
It's just about the time Myrna closed the shop.
Right.
Did you put the skeleton through the fluoroscope yet?
Half an hour ago, we found a bullet. He was killed with. There's something in the leg bone. A piece of shrapnel.
Shrapnel?
Yeah, why?
Shrapnel on the leg bone. Probably linked.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. No. Well, so long, Inspector. I'm going to pick up my wife, take her back to the hotel. It's been a long night.
So long. Give it my best, would you?
Right.
Where are we going, Nick?
Back to the hotel, my son. Pack our bags and take a nice trip somewhere.
A trip? No.
Bless my soul, woman. I give you 3 murders and you're not satisfied.
I wanted to stay and find Wino.
I did find him.
What do you mean?
He was down in the shop.
Nick,
It was his body that was buried there.
Nick, better late off the liquor.
That's a fact.
Wino's body?
Yep.
But he was Nick's footprints.
That's what they think. Guild and all of them. They take it for granted that's just another one of its victims. Guild's hot putting it around now looking for Wino. That's all the trouble's in.
What makes you so sure it's Wino's body?
Several things.
Nick, you drive me crazy. What things?
Huh?
What things made you so sure?
Oh, well, the clothes, for instance. They were carefully preserved and the body was just as carefully destroyed. Person who killed him counted on one thing. That 4 skeletons look alike.
Well, don't they?
Sure. I also remember that Wino had some shrapnel in his shin. Nothing bothered him. They found it on the fluoroscope.
How long has he been dead?
A couple of months anyway.
So then he couldn't have committed those murders.
Smart gal.
Wino dead. Does Dorothy know?
No. Nobody but you. I didn't even tell Guild.
Why not?
I want to lie till I get the whole dirt. I don't want to go off half-cocked.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get the real murderer. I've got an idea. Want to see me take it?
Yes!
Got a nice evening dress?
I've got a little one.
I'm gonna give a party and invite all of the suspects.
Suspects? They won't come.
Oh, they'll come. I've Guild issue the invitations.
Who do you think did it?
Mimi,
Mimi?
Jorgensen, Morelli. Tell me, my dear, what were you doing on the 9th of June? Good evening, everybody.
Nick Charles, what is the meaning of this?
The meaning of what, Mimi?
Why, they are all bounded up like common criminals and brought to the city.
Sweet, Mimi, and talk. Will everyone please be seated? Dorothy here.
Thank you.
Andy next to her, please.
Oh, but Mr. Charles,
Please.
Very well.
Mimi on the other side of Andy. Mr. Jorgensen, over there, please.
Very kind, Mr. Charles.
Not at all. Mrs. McCauley next?
Of course.
Morelli? What? Right where you are. Sit down. And, Gilbert. You can sit just opposite Mama.
Mr. Charles, I have a theory.
We'll listen to it later. Inspector Guild, you and your men will stand by the door, please.
Sure.
Fine. Now, Nora, you'll sit here by me.
You give such charming advice, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, Mrs. Charles. Now, we're all ready to begin.
No, I will not. I demand to know why they are here.
Before dinner? Alright. Got some very important news. I've seen Wino.
You did?
That's nothing. I saw him myself.
You did? Where?
Last night, he came to see me at my apartment.
Oh, did he? What did he say?
Oh, he didn't say very much. Wanted to know how I was and how the children were.
I'm afraid you're lying, Mimi. You see, I really did see Wino last night.
Are you kidding?
No.
Why didn't you tell me? Why did you hold him?
Because I found out for certain that he didn't commit the murders.
What? Let me say.
Thank you. Merlin, you knew Julia. Was she chipping Wynette? Taking down the slide? She didn't say she is, but I figure she is. Yeah. Thank you. Now I'll tell you why I know Wynette didn't commit those murders. 3 months ago, Wynette found out that Julia was cheating him and was splitting with some man. He went to find the man, and he did. That man was desperate. He was caught dead to rights, and with prison staring him in the face, took the only way out. He killed Wynette. It's terrible to tell you this way, but your father's dead, Philippi.
Oh, dead?
He's been dead for 3 months.
Dead? Oh!
Oh, darling, don't cry, please. I know it's terrible, but it really is better this way.
Oh, Andy, Andy.
Andy, you'd better take her home.
Yes, Mrs. Charles. Come on, darling.
Inspector Gill, let them out.
Open up.
Don't cry, darling.
Oh, this is absurd. How can Clive be dead? You said yourself you saw him last night.
So I did. I saw him lying, buried in his shop.
You mean that body?
It was Wynette's.
Oh, perfectly absurd.
And the murderer is right here in this room tonight. He's sitting at this table.
You're going to keep us in the dark, are you? Tell us, who is it?
I don't know. But I thought we all had a little get-together. We might be able to find out. I'll tell you as much as I know. Go right on eating. This murderer is a very clever man. He studied this thing out very carefully. You'd understand that, wouldn't you, Gilbert?
What? Yes, no.
He planned the whole thing beautifully. After he killed Wynette, he wired Macaulay using Wynette's name and told him to shut the shop. He destroyed all of Wynette's clothes, with the exception of his watch chain. He figured that someday that might come in handy. Then he took Wynette's body and buried it under the shop with another man's clothes to throw us off the track. He even put a belt buckle with an R on it, hoping that we think it was Rose Spring, an old enemy of Wynette's who dropped out of sight years ago. Morelli, would you mind holding your knife another way? You worry, Gilbert. After our hero had killed Wynette, he got a brilliant idea. He realised that he and Julie could still collect the money. Wynette was supposed to be on a trip. No one knew where. So I guess wrote letters to Macaulay signing Wynette's name so that Macaulay would continue to send the money to Julia. He even telephoned Macaulay. Do you remember Macaulay? The first day that you came to see me, you telephoned that he was in town?
But it must have been Wynette. I should have known if it wasn't his voice.
Oh, he was very clever about that. He called when you were out. That same afternoon, Julia telephoned him. She said that you were coming, Mimi, to ask about Wynette. He got terrified. He was afraid that Julia would break down and tell. So he went to Julia and killed her and left Wynette's watch chain in her hand.
Oh, is that true?
I don't know.
Why are you saying it?
It's the only way it makes sense.
I hope you're well.
His plan was still working beautifully. One was established as being in town. The watch chain was handed over, with a slight delay, to the police. The only hitch was a man named Nunheim who had found out something. Our hero paid Nunheim once to keep his mouth shut, and when Nunheim threatened him again, he bumped him off. But our hero had just one weak link in his chain. The telegrams, wires, and telephones were all very well. No one had seen Wynette. So he picked on poor Mimi here to strengthen his case. Mimi is the only one at the table who can tell us who the real murderer is. Mimi, who was it that told you to say you'd seen Wynette?
Nobody told me. I did see him.
Well, did he pay you, Mimi, to stick to that story?
It isn't a story. It's true. I did see Wynette. He's not dead.
You're lying, Mimi.
Oh,
But then, you do anything for money. You're getting a good price for saying you saw Wynette, and you think you can won't get anything if he's dead.
I'm not going to stay here to be insulted.
Sit down. You're getting a good price, Mimi. But don't forget this. 2 other people were in with him on this deal. Julia and Nunheim. When he thought they might spill something, he bumped them off. You ought to know darn well he's not going to take any chances on you. What do you want? Be next on his list?
No!
Then who was it? Who paid you that money?
Macaulay!
Why, you dirty little...
I think that'll hold him.
Boy, oh boy, what a nice way, Mr. Charles.
There's your man, Inspector, Mr. Macaulay.
I can't believe it.
What do you want me to do? Wrap him up in cellophane? Pick him up and get him out of here.
Come on, boys, grab it.
Nick, you took him. I knew you would.
Yeah, another case like this and I thought I was in a prize fight.
Oh, Nicky, you are grand. You are glorious.
I bet you say that to all the boys.